10 seconds. Ready? 8 sound on tape, then 6 natural with John.
5, 4, 3.
Stand by for the open. Track 8's on tape, taking 8.
Dedicated,
Ready, 6 sound,
determined,
mugshot with John Gray's
dependable.
Mike.
This is News 10 ABC at 10
Mike John,
on Fox
weapon is
23.
6 silent, and Super's in.
Foster child removed. Police say a Schoharie County
7
man is
natural
facing
Lydia
charges
next.
after they say he used pliers
Mike
to pull
Lydia.
teeth from a foster child in his care.
Wiping a 7.
Serious accident. A crash
Okay,
on
6
Route
natural
7
John next.
snarls up
Mike John,
traffic.
wiping.
And bridge closed. Another bridge
Okay,
closing
ready,
down
8
in
natural
1 week
next.
because of structural concerns. But this one will
Track
impact the
8,
commute of
Mike,
lots
both of
of people.
But first, breaking news
Up on
out of
camera, 2.
Niskayuna, where police are out in force and part of Balltown Road is
8 natural
closed.
again.
Good evening,
John
and thank
will
you for
turn to
joining
camera
us.
3.
I'm Lydia
Toss around 10.
Covita.
Trish.
And I'm John Gray. Let's get right out
Track
to what's
8.
happening out there in Niskayuna
3.
right now. We join News 10 ABC on Fox 23's Trishna
Mike, round
Begum
10.
Live at the scene. Trishna, where are you and what's happening?
Very
Take round
fluid
10.
situation out here right now on Balltown Road. I'm right at the intersection of Balltown and Providence, and police are trying to keep their information very close to the vest at this hour as all of this develops. And I want to show you what's going on behind me right now. You can see that they have their
Okay, we got
flares
map
up.
in 6.
This part of Balltown has been blocked
Looks like
off.
we
You
do
can
have
see
video in
police right
7.
there getting drivers out of the way. I talked with Niskayuna police a short while ago. They say
Taking the
that
map.
there is a person barricaded inside of a home by themselves. Now, police have been here for the last 3 hours trying to deal with this
7
situation.
natural
Dan
Jen.
McManus with Niskayuna Police tells me
Okay,
that
we're
as
round
a
10
safety
next.
precaution, they did have some nearby neighbors actually evacuate the area. Now, police are not saying whether the person inside of this home is armed or dangerous. Again, they are trying to keep information very close to the vest, but they
Got
do
30
tell me
seconds
that
left of
this
video.
all started off as a domestic dispute situation. And again, you can still see them
And
out
Trishna's up.
here. I will be out here bringing you live updates as I get them to me. But for now, I'm live here
Ready,
in
2
Niskayuna.
shot Lydia and
Trishna
John.
Begum for
Mike
News 10
John,
ABC
Lydia.
on Fox 23.
Take 2.
All right, thank you, Trishna. Keep us posted on how that thing's developed there.
Also tonight, a
8 natural
Schoharie
next,
County
we got
man
Mark
behind
Baker,
bars
the
accused of
explainer.
assaulting his foster child by forcibly pulling
Track
out the
8.
child's permanent
Take
teeth.
it.
On News Today on ABC,
Mark
Fox
Baker.
23's Mark Baker joining us in studio
Mark's
now with
up.
disturbing new details on how this could impact the child's development. Mark.
John, the 8-year-old child who has a
6
mental
silent next to the
disability
mugshot.
was removed from the home after troopers say she complained of mouth pain at school and was seen by a dentist who found 3 permanent teeth had been forcibly removed with pliers. 34-year-old Stephen Walker of Gallup,ville
Okay, back
is
out to
charged
Mark.
with
Eventually he's
felony
gonna have a
assault
screenwriter with a
and
couple of
endangering the
touches.
welfare of a child. He was arrested
Mark
after
will
the
be camera
dentist
2,
called
Lydia.
Child Protective
We will have
Services,
8
who
natural
then
before
called
going to
state
Lydia.
police. Walker is
Ready,
being
Mark
held
on
in the
camera.
Schoharie County Jail.
Take Mark.
Now, we talked to a dentist tonight who told us
Ready,
there's a good
screenwriter to go
chance
in the monitor.
some bone was pulled out of the child's mouth as well. And because it was so crudely done, some of the teeth may still be in there. Now, he did say the child might be able to have some teeth put in, but that depends on how much damage was done. Damage to the bone could result in less support for the teeth, further compromising the teeth. Bone damage could also lead to infection. And because it will almost certainly mean her teeth will be moving, it can cause
Right, 8
speech
natural,
problems
Lydia.
and difficulty eating certain
Track
types
8.
of food. Lydia?
Mike Lydia, take it.
Thank you so much, Mark. More developing news
On camera
tonight. A
2,
resignation
Supervision.
today from the
6 natural
prosecutor
six.
whose paperwork mistake ended with the dismissal of the most serious charges in a Rensselaer County
6
rape
natural.
case. Assistant District Attorney
Okay, back
Laura
up to 2,
Krugler
Lydia,
admitted
next.
she did not file the proper paperwork in time in the case against John Hallisey. The 24-year-old was facing multiple felony counts of rape and other charges, accused of sexually abusing 2 young girls, ages 13 and 14. He'd been in jail, but is now free after pleading not guilty to 5 misdemeanors. DA Richard McNally
Right,
told
2,
me that
Lydia, on
Krugler
camera,
submitted
Super.
her resignation
Take
today.
2.
The mother
Okay,
of one
got
of the
8
victims
next
tells
with
us she's
John.
not surprised by the resignation,
Track
and they
8,
are looking into
Mike
what
John.
civil recourse they may have.
Take 8, John.
Also happening tonight,
John's
we've gotten
up on
word in
3,
Niskayuna of an
Supervision.
extremely bad head-on collision.
7 natural next,
Happened
take
on
it.
Route 7 in Leishakill Road. Police are not giving out any more information about this accident now or what happened or how many people may be hurt in this. As you can see,
Ready, John,
it's
camera
pretty
3.
bad, though. We'll have an update as soon as we know more information.
Take 3. Super's
If you
coming
drive
in.
between Lansingburg and Waterford, get ready to go
Okay,
the
we got 6
long
on
way
4 for a
around. The
package
Troy-Waterford
next.
Bridge shut down this afternoon after the State Department of Transportation inspected it and they spotted a fracture. Before heading out on breaking news, News at ABC on Fox 23's Trishna Begum was in Troy.
comes 6
and it's
sound
more
full
now.
for a
What's going to be
package.
a major traffic nightmare.
Take 6.
The Troy Waterford Bridge linking
don't have a TRT
Lansingburg
providing
and
the
Waterford
script.
together was shut down immediately
John, do you know
after
if
the
this is
State
standard
Department
out?
of Transportation spotted a fracture.
From what I understand, it's
Okay,
they found
Connor
a
has 50
small
seconds
crack in one of
left.
the support beams.
Regardless
Engineers
of the IQ, we have to
evaluated the
camera 3
structure
John
all
next.
afternoon and found an 1.5-inch long fracture on one of the beams that helps hold up the bridge.
You could have a localized failure of the bridge, and it's not apparent if that would be catastrophic.
So determining, what kind of repair, if would be needed to make the bridge safe for travelers.
30 seconds.
Today,
Don't
those
have an
travelers
exact
had to be
tier
turned
IQ.
away and
John,
were
you're
told
after
to
3.
take a detour because the bridge was not safe to travel across, not even for pedestrians.
We're going to keep this closed till we can evaluate the problem, and I would say it's probably going to be a few days.
Which drivers like Walter Keel say will become a huge
Less than 10
inconvenience.
seconds.
My
Stand
daughter
by.
lives across
Ready,
the bridge, so
camera
I'm
3,
constantly
John.
going across. And
Now Keel says he'll have to travel over to 112th Street just to get across.
Here we go. Mike John.
Again, that was NEWS10 on ABC's Fox 23's Trishna Begum reporting. While the
7
bridge is
silent
out,
next.
we do want to give you an alternative
Take
route
it.
to head down the Ontario Street
Lydia's
route
next, camera
470 and use the bridge there. That is the one that brings you over to 112th
Mike,
Street.
Lydia.
It's a few miles away, but it will get you across the river.
Take 2, Lydia.
A number of upstate communities
Okay,
are
we got
trying to
8
convince
National
the
next.
state that massive power
That package
transmission
in
lines
6.
should not be put on their land. Tonight, a grassroots effort in Livingston brought out hundreds opposed
Track
to the
8
impending
Natural.
project. Megan Farley has
Take
the
8.
story new at 10.
6 up. Taking
A
6.
packed house here in Livingston where hundreds turned out to hear more about and ask questions about a plan to put massive power lines throughout this community.
And we're certainly not opposed to upgrading the grid, the electrical grid. What we are opposed to is using 20th century technology to solve 21st century
here, I have no
problems.
idea. It's not in
Sharon
the
Kotler's
script.
T-shirt says it all. She wants
Standard
nothing to
LQ.
do with a plan to put more high-tension power lines through her community.
The viewshed of our beautiful counties, Dutchess County, Columbia County, and all the way north, are
Will is
consistently
the next super.
continuing to deteriorate.
Hundreds of others agreed as community members signed petitions and took
Have about
closer
a minute
looks at
15
some of
left
the
on my
future
counter.
plans that are part of the more than 100-mile-long upgrade of the upstate power grid.
Well, the legal battle's grim, but I'm optimistic that this casts a very wide net. It doesn't just affect the immediate landowners. It affects anybody who's interested in tourism, agriculture, and it isn't just an upstate, downstate issue.
Also in the crowd Friday, a spokesperson for the New York Public Service Commission saying at this point in the process, it's
Steve,
all
about
still
1 minute
about
to first
listening
winner.
to this community about its concerns.
It's very important for the Public Service Commission to hear what the public has to say and to really get a full and complete understanding
Now
of
this
how
package,
we
you have
can
2
help
two-shot. John
them and
Lydia,
their
they'll toss Steve
understanding
Caparosa,
and to
Weather
get
Center
them
on camera
comfortable
4.
with the process that we're going through right now.
That this grid upgrade is something
Less
that
than
needs
30.
to be done.
New and innovative proposals to help reduce the congestion that exists on the grid today, which is causing ratepayers hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in extra costs because of this congestion.
A spokesperson for the state says they are still in the early phases of this project,
10
that
seconds.
if these power lines were to go up,
Ready,
it
camera
wouldn't be
2,
until
two-shot.
2015. In Livingston, Megan Farley for News 10 ABC
Mike,
on Fox
Lydia, and John.
23.
Take 2.
Thank you, Megan. Now let's
Ray,
turn
Steve
over to the
Caparizzo.
weather, where tonight's balmy breeze is going to get pretty frigid.
Mike
It's
Cap.
kind of warm out there now compared to what's going to be like Sunday, right, Steve?
Take
Yeah, I
Cap.
want to go out there with my T-shirt on. I mean, that's how
Ready,
nice it is
weather
compared to what's
graphics
coming in 2 parts. Part 1 has just arrived. The cold front went by Albany about 20 minutes ago. The winds have shifted. Now, a gradual fall off tonight. Tomorrow night, it's going to be a real sharp cutoff, and I am concerned some of the roads may get slick tomorrow night. Here are the current conditions, 46, so it is
Okay,
mild. In
back out
fact,
to
you know
Steve,
what?
camera
That's the
4 in the
high
Weather
temperature
Center.
for
Then
the
camera
day.
2,
West
two-shot.
wind
John
now,
Lydia
8
for the
gusting to
T's.
20.
T starts
The
at
cold
7.
front has
Switch will
arrived,
be an 8.
and let's show you exactly what's going on the radar. The cold front is just to the east of the Hudson River, probably something like that, heading for the Berkshires. One little batch of showers behind it, and a little bit of wet snow up in the Adirondacks. Then it should dry out. So tonight, these are the temperatures by sunrise. It's going to be gradual. 33 in Albany, close to freezing to the south, 31 at Saratoga Springs, down to 21 Speculator, 30 at Glens Falls, 28 Westerlo, near 30 in Schoharie, 26 at East Jewett, upper 20s in the Taconic Hills, 30 at North Adams, 28 Manchester, 31 at Great Barrington. All right, here's the deal. Turn away. Saturday, scattered flurries, partly sunny, windy, 39.
graphic. Ready,
Snow
camera 4,
showers
Steve.
Saturday night and Sunday. It's going to be a nasty cold day. Very windy, very cold, 26. Winds gusting to 45. And we'll have a little bit of sunshine and a few scattered snow flurries.
Mike, John, and Lydia.
Wind chills near 10. John?
Taking 2.
Thanks for that. All right, still ahead,
7
she is one of the
Mike.
most famous singers really in the whole world.
And now Taylor Swift's name is being tied to, of all things, a plane crash. We'll tell you what, if anything,
6
a
national
dead
next.
pilot has to do with the country star.
Wiping.
You've no doubt seen the
7
shocking video of the
naturals
so-called
next.
knockout game. Well, there's been an incident in New York City, and arrests have been made there. More on that's on the
Wiping
way.
7.
And scientists have
Okay, we
discovered a
have
new
8 for the swoosh
dinosaur.
next.
Trust us, you wouldn't want to meet this guy in a dark alley at night. More on him when News 10 ABC on Fox 23 returns.
8 up. And Roy Breakmaster. Nice try, everyone.